And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drank a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed then?
Everyone. Except, of course, those going to see a doctor to receive the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
That charlatan will just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
So?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly.
Very well.
You are free.
I owe you money.
I remind you.
I have no desire to...
Your Excellency,
Lord de Sa...
I tracked down your man.
Finally.
Let's just say I put an end. Matters turned out a little more complicated. Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the truth about him from me.
What?
And you to a legate of the Congregation of Merchants. This man is indeed an alchemist of the bridge, and he told me much about your disagreement.
And of course you cite...
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels. I just chased him from us. Now, if you're still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him on your own land.
How embarrassing. I should have shown more honesty in your... Please accept my...
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Sir, are you ready? We should be able to...
I'm still without...
Could you tell me?
We are
Thanks to your
Our magic. As for your others, it's how the guild...
Be back soon, Cap.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Perhaps we'll discover some...
Good day.
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Happy to...
What do you think about...
He knows
How-
he's not...
When did you last...
Too
Did it...
maybe
Why would-
boy.
Does he know anyone?
No,
Do you think he could have...
I wouldn't...
I need to be going. Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the
Talk, but like I be.
Did Jonas seem troubled?
Maybe.
Do you know what?
No.
Why would anyone...
How would I know?
It's just that I... Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. The other, and then when we... Well, those...
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my...
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know when the captain...
Did anyone else?
There was still a... I seem to kind of fellow now and again.
What do you think about...
He's a tip.
Thank you, Lara. Could I trouble you again?
Have you found Jonas?
Not yet. What does Jonas do in his free time?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half as... And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with...
Did he ever have one?
Never.
I don't know.
No.
And you don't believe?
I like the itch for... Here, yes. I call back.
I need to be going.
Strange story, this.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this. Tavern keeper.
I see you're back.
I'm looking for a Nort.
A no, you say?
According to one of his fellows, he would have been
A
taken...
kidnapping. In my establishment. I would have noticed. That...
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big guy.
I see.
Where might I find him at this?
Here? Anything else?
Has the Malachor...
People stop going. And then thank people was... I also... Yeah, but that's nothing.
With all these sailors...
Right. Trick. But...
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Who are you?
No. I'm looking for a young cabin...
Yes, that does ring a...
Tell me what happened.
A rich merchant, the kind of man they exchanged.
And after that?
It just so happened.
And I think I wouldn't have...
What can you tell me?
And he must.
Who was the rich merchant?
No, sir. You are in luck. It was Sir Fontaine. That.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the.
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word...
He is absent. Enter, please.
I know you. And to what do I...
I would like to have a...
He is not here.
It concern... According to...
I see. He has simply...
Excuse me.
Don't you see, Your Excellence?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son and that his men escorted...
Witnesses?
These witnesses...
My son was probably shocked to have found us. A gesture that you...
How did you find your son?
We have never stopped looking for. We learned the new... Then we learned that no sooner had...
Where might I...
I cannot say, Excellency. You must... Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Sir,
Are you ready? Can we wait?
we should be able to... I'm still...
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her...
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nauts?
How I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business.
Your Highness,
Come now. I am sad to have caused you. Would you believe? Those still... Ta-da!
You might have...
Take away the...
But you want...
I've had a word with Lady Font. She told me a strange story. She said that...
Who was...
They took him back.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain... Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance.
Do you mean he would...
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But what counts breaking a
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us. This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek? Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin? Let's...
Sir de Sade?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about...
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fon? I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story.
You wouldn't dare tell
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and...
All children leave...
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. Your captain is...
And were you able to convince my father to
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed... I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy.
You don't seem to be all that close to your...
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now.
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find...
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong?
Sir, are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to some... Your actions bring...
Be back soon, Captain.
Sir, are you ready?
We should be able to...
Permission to board the ship?
Certainly. If you have any farewell...
No, my house is in...
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tir Friddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Naughts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Naughts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast bastards awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Gentlemen!
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services.
None, I'm sure of it.
This request doesn't seem...
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his... In any case, here I am at your service.